Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Gwent, and today we're playing more of the Battle Rush seasonal event, which is an alternate game mode in which we have just 8 seconds to take our turn and 15 seconds to choose our cards in between rounds. That means we need a deck that plays fast, but don't worry, I got you covered, so let's go give it a look. So today we'll be playing a Monsters Force of Nature deck that focuses on a lot of relics with a bunch of point slams, and throws in a little bit of Thrive as well. So on the relic side of things, we'll start with a Selfeater, which will increase its power every time we play additional relics. And so then we'll load up on even more relics, which we can replay with Teleportation to further increase their base power. Then once we have 25 points in a row, we can play the Witch Apprentice to get 2 points per turn without any clicks necessary. And similarly, play the Catcheress. It also means that we can get the Bloody Mistress going, and once she transforms, she will gain points every turn without any clicks needed, and give us some additional Thrive units. And then we'll finish with She Who Knows for the point slam and also some carryover. Then on the Thrive side of things, we can start with the Nekker, and or the Endrega Larva to get a bunch of Thrive cards on the board. Then we can trigger those Thrive cards and get even more Thrive with the Phooca. And once we have 4 cards in our hand, the Koschey, when its Thrive gets triggered, will spawn in even more Endrega Larva. And we can trigger those Thrives with many of our Relic cards, or we can play Old Speartip asleep, or if we don't have that, then just go straight into Old Speartip. Then we can also use Quacks in the melee row to either get out She Who Knows if we don't already have her, or Old Speartip or Gurner, none of which have deploy abilities, so it's totally fine to summon them. Meanwhile, as we summon out our opponent's best card, they could miss out on a really big deploy ability. So there's a look at the deck, and that's really all there is to it. Just a series of point slams with the relics, and if you have Thrive, play it early to trigger it, which makes this a nice, easy, and effective deck in this event. So let's go see it in action. Alright, so going up against monsters here, and we'll go first. Okay, so we have a little bit of Thrive to start things off with. We have a lot of Teleportation, but we don't have great targets for that. Let's get rid of at least one of them. This would be the ideal target for it, so... Okay, I think we can go with this. So let's start with the Selfeater. They'll go Catcheress. Now they're, one would think, probably vampires, but we'll have to see. Then we do this. Then we do... Where'd you go? You? Then Bruxa. Okay. Why don't we go here? Technically should have done that first, and then let's hit enough of you to, get up to the point where we have Sabbath. Letter. Now we do this, and we can do this, and because we are at Sabbath, you'll get a boost. Okay, we'll go with the Plumbered for some more bleed. Okay, now why don't we go Teleportation, actually first, do this, then replay you. And we could also use Bloody Mistress. Not entirely sure if it's going to be necessary. Unseen Elder is obviously a huge play. So let's do this. Let's do this. And then that could very well be the last card that we play in this round. Okay, Detloff. Also, a little bit of a late play for that. Let's do this, and then let's boost. Was hoping to get you, but didn't really have time to target you, I suppose. Right, they're still going. It's Oriana. So yeah, they're getting all their vampire synergies out here. And it is just barely enough for them to take the lead. Let's do this. Let's damage, and unfortunately it's not going to be enough to take either of you guys out, but it will be close. And it's Cave Troll, and that's not an ideal play for them. And, ooh, we kind of need to pass here. I don't think, no, we definitely do not have dominance. And we didn't play Nekker first, that would have been the time to do it. I think they still need to play here if they want to win the round. They do, and they do have dominance, so yes, they can go Wild Hunt Rider. Okay, so long round one, they do eventually get the win. Okay, we definitely don't want to have two Wild Hunt Riders. Let's get rid of that. She Who Knows, if they're pushing, could be fantastic for us. Nekker could be good to lead off round one. Rather, round three. Just don't want to get stuck with that being our last play here. So, okay, Quacks. That's interesting. Okay, they do Dry Pass. So let's go Wild Hunt Rider in that case. Just go through the thinning. Okay, so we do have a lot of relic stuff going on here, and a little bit of Thrive. Might want to get rid of the Phooca. Not sure we're going to be able to fit Phooca and Koschey in the same round. Okay, old Speartip. That could definitely work, though. Okay, so let's start off with, I think, old Speartip. Because we want to be mindful not to accidentally try to summon out old Speartip when we're going to end up summoning him anyway. And we'd love to use Quacks to get rid of Regis, but not sure if that's going to end up happening here or not. Okay, so now we might just go She Who Knows. So now that we have two relic, or actually that's an Ogroid, so we can't really play you yet. Okay, now we do Koschey. And let's do this as well, to immediately trigger that Thrive and get out Endrega Larva. There is old Speartip, and so now it is safe to use Quacks. And we should certainly, yep, be at a point now where we could play the Witch Apprentice. It's not going to trigger the Koschey, unfortunately. And obviously we're playing into the Blood Moon here, which is also not ideal, but I want to make sure that we have two relics next to each other. I suppose we could have put it next to this relic as well, because we do want to make sure we have the time to play you. Okay, it's Queen in the Night. And I mean, we've got to be certain what their last card is going to be, right? I think we know. It's just a matter of, do they have it in their hand? Are they going to be able to play it? Or are we going to summon it out? And I guess the deployability is not a huge deal, but ooh, Gale. Just barely missed the death blow, thankfully. So now let's use, oh, we actually don't have enough space in our melee row, so I guess we're going ranged, and it's not ideal after all. We actually could have used a little more space, I suppose. But there's still a big deficit here. This has got to be to get Regis. It is. He's 14, and he does have some additional points on his deployability, but I don't think that's going to be enough. It's close, but we'll hold on for the win. Alright, so going up against Nilfgaard here, and they'll go first. Okay, we do have Old Speartip in hand, and this would otherwise be our Quack's target. We'd also like to have Old Speartip asleep to summon it out instead. Maybe if we're getting greedy, we do swap it out. And then, other than that, we might stick with this. Maybe swap out Phooca as well. Okay, it's Fire Scorpion, so it looks like tactics. They've enslaved 6. Let's try to sneak in a Selfeater here. They may. may proceed to steal that. Another Fire Scorpion, so yeah, they're trying to load up on damage, and Selfeater would be a good target for that damage, but we'll try to be quick here. And, ooh, actually, well, yeah, we do still have a good target there. I was going to say for a second there, I thought we did not have enough relics to get the job done. Oh, that's a really good treason. Rutrow. Okay, well then, I guess maybe we boost. And we just want to get up to Sabbath quickly enough that Catcheress is safe. Should be the case next turn, if they don't do that. Okay, then. Well, sure, we'll go the damaging route instead to get rid of you, especially since you had a bunch of unspent charges, so that gives us a little bit of additional value. Okay, then it's Menno. It's Royal Decree. You don't have time to do double tutor, man. Oh, it's Siri, though. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Okay, so, tell you what. It's a little risky because we do not yet have Sabbath. But I am going to go Catcheress. We're hoping they don't choose to use this damage on this turn. Or that damage, because that would really stink. Wow. Okay, then. In which case, I guess we'll go Witch Apprentice. Again, we don't yet have Sabbath. We don't have Dominance either, which means Wildlife Rider doesn't really work. She Who Knows, I mean, we want to make sure that we can still get up to the right amount, which at this point is not looking all that promising, unless we go She Who Knows here. And that is enough to give us Dominance, which means next turn we could play Wild Hunt Rider, depending on how they respond. Okay, they pass. And so, I think we go a card down. But we'll get the carryover from She Who Knows, because we are now at Sabbath. But well fought in round one, for sure. And our carryover just barely beats their carryover. Okay. Do we have enough time to make all this Thrive work? That is very much the theme right now. Don't have enough relics for you, actually. Okay. We might push a bit and go for this. We might do that. So let's go Koschey first. And then let's use our leader ability here. And partially, that is to get up quickly to the point where we have Sabbath, so that She Who Knows carries over into round 3 as well. They are now going to steal... Okay, yep, Koschey is a good option for them. We're just going to use Old Speartip to proc that Thrive again. Still not enough for them, though. So maybe we do. Maybe we do keep on pushing, especially because that does, once again, get us back up to Sabbath. And that's triple Thrive right here. Okay, Stefan Skellen will not trigger that Thrive. We'll try to go after She Who Knows. Let's now go even more Thrive. And I'm thinking we'll use Quacks in the melee row to thin out whatever their best card is, which I am not sure what it is for us right now, because usually it'd be She Who Knows and then Old Speartip, but oh, here, in the... They didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough time to play him, so he randomly got played in a row, and it turned out to be their range row, and he's row locked to the melee row, so that's not what they want to see. We did thin out their defender, and although that is a good card, it did not get the chance to use its deploy ability, so it is much weaker than usual. And they're taking out one of our fruits, which is a good idea, but I think we go all in here. That'll definitely trigger our Thrives, and we have at least a little bit of damage, or rather, of boosting happening every turn automatically. Ancient Infiltrator, okay, will destroy a Gurnicor's Fruit, so yeah, that's really well done. But Anna Henrietta, I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't think that's going to be enough. Woodland Spirit is useful, but it is insufficient, so we'll take the 2-0 win. Alright, so going up against Scoia'tael here, and we'll go first. Okay, so we have old Speartip asleep, but no normal old Speartip. That's fine. We have a fair bit of Thrive. Okay, we do have you to go along with the Selfeaters. Not a ton of relics. Probably still enough, though. We'll make it work. So let's lead off with either the Thrive or the Selfeaters. Why don't we go relics in this round? Maybe we'll save our Endrega Larva for round 3. Okay, Dwarf Berserker. Ooh, that damage can become a little bit of an issue. For the Self-Eaters. Pyrotechnician would, of course, also give them damage. Hold on. You do that, you do this, and then you do this. There is the damage to get rid of one of our Self-Eaters. One of the ones that was going to be able to duplicate itself, and damage does add up. Okay, so should still be enough for us to go Catcheress here and reach Sabbath. So that much is still helpful. And Xavier, I probably would have liked to have played him earlier. Now let's go Bloody Mistress here, because we do have Sabbath. So she will transform. And then Zoltan's going for resilience. Okay, this damage is not going to be sufficient to take him out, so I think we go for some resilience of our own here. They'll go Mahakam Volunteers and thin out the other one, but they are nowhere near catching us, so I think we pass here. And they go Great Oak. Have a fair number of units there, but it is not enough for them to catch us. So they're going to have to go 2 cards down. They pass, and they lose a card down. Okay, well, now why don't we... might keep you. We have enough relics to make you work just barely, but it's close. Arguably, you might want to get rid of you. Let's do it. Oh, except no teleportation would be good for you. Okay, we kept Catcheress, interestingly enough, but I think we push here. I think we do push here. Okay, it's Yarpin for a little bit of damage. Is it enough? It is enough to get rid of one of those. But of course, we have more Thrive, where that came from. And then Zoltan's Company for more Dwarves. Let's go Koschey. And let's go Leader Ability as well. And yes, we would have gotten up to Sabbath if we had played Woodland Spirit in that melee row, but we would have started to run out a bit of space, so that's why I went Range Row instead. We do have Dominance now, though, I think. Yeah, we do. So that means we could safely play the Wild Hunt Rider, so why don't we go that route? Well, actually, tell you what. Let's figure this Thrive, and give ourselves enough time for old Speartip asleep to do its thing. Go with Guardian Justice. Into another Dwarf, giving them a pretty sizable boost there. But now, maybe it does make sense for us to do some thinning here. It won't trigger the Thrive on the Koschey, unfortunately, but I think it's still worth doing. And Mahakam Guard again. Lots of Dwarves. Means a pretty big boost. But let's go for, I guess, the boost. And sure, we'll go on Woodland Spirit. And here is the switch. And so they have 1 card left, we have 1 card left, but our board looks better than their board right now. And our finisher is pretty solid here. It's Zoltan Warrior. And they have not caught us, so we don't even need to play this last card. We will just take the win. Alright, so going up against monsters here. And they'll go first. Okay, and we do have both Old Speartip asleep and the normal Old Speartip, so let's get rid of you. And we get She Who Knows. That means we might not have as good a target for Quacks anymore, but I think we can still make this work. We might have a little bit too much Thrive for this round. Bloody Mistress is another great pickup. That probably would have been what we would have gotten with Quacks. It's Operator. Oh, you did not want to give us that. You did not want to give us that, because we'll take that and raise you more Selfeaters. So this looks like it might be a bit of a mirror match here. Okay, let's make more. And then let's play you. And they'll do the same, although we have more Selfeaters than they do at this stage. So I think now we can go and do... perhaps even She Who Knows. Let's do this first. And then they're going with Quacks, interestingly enough. That's how they'll get their She Who Knows. Ah, that stinks. That bricks our Old Speartip asleep quite a bit. Alright, well, I suppose we can still do Bloody Mistress. Okay, then it's Mushy Truffle. We'll give them a Lesser Witch. Now let's go with our Witch Apprentice. And if they don't catch us on this turn, then we may look to pass. Will they, though? Ooh, they're too slow. They misplayed that location-wise. So I think we may opt to pass here. They did not catch us. They're going to have to go 2 cards down if they want to do so, and we're going to continue to generate points from this Witch Apprentice and from Kurtakora. It's not quite as easy as it looks. Squirrel is not enough. Their board is full. They're in serious trouble. They pass, they are 2 cards down, and we won round 1. And so, they forfeit. There you have it. A mirror match, but they were no match for us. So there's a look at a monsters deck for the new Battle Rush seasonal event. If you liked the video, then make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and leave a comment down below to let me know which other cards, archetypes, and factions you'd like us to experiment with next. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.